name is Jay Sterling. Some know me as Jason Sterling. You know, only the people in high school and whatnot know me as that. But definitely from the Milwaukee area. And when I was a youth, I used to like to jump a lot, jump over stuff and kind of get up and just kind of had a free spirit about myself. So my friends just called me JayBirD, and it stuck. If you got time to fix a million mistakes, you got time to even think about art, but that's not even good enough, because then when you're done fixing all the mistakes, it has to come out into an aha moment of laughter, anger, decision making, consequential inside your mind, chest, values, emotions. It's a lot for art to bring out of a person, and most artists either try to do it for the good or for smiles. And my inspiration has always been to make people smile, like kind of get them engaged, asking questions. And I guess what always inspired me the most was like trying to get one of my guys to be like, ooh, that was tight. Typically, they like to think of me as an urban artist or whatever, but I feel like a little bit more eclectic. You know, I can do practically anything. It's not it. I can't even stylize myself so much. You know, it's just, like I said, it's more, I create more for other people. So however they might feel about something is kind of the direction I lean towards. You know, I don't know if that's being a sympathetic artist or or what, but just creating out of trying to fill a gap or a need. Like, man, I've been learning a lot about, like, looking online. When you really want to find an image, I'm like, the stuff I can't find, I'm going to make, and just start sticking it on there, have fun with that. I don't really have any, you know, favorite artists, because I tend to look at art for what it is. I mean, even stuff that I think I might not like, I look into why I don't like it, you know, and why it makes me feel that way. Probably since the second grade, I had a passion. It started out with vehicles, automobiles. I was in love with muscle cars, and I could barely even pronounce the name of them, you know, and I could call out all the cars going down the street at like 2 years old, you know, and then by the time I was 4 or 5, my ears would tell the story, and I lived on a busy street, and I used to tell my dad, that's a 56 Chevy. You know, and I couldn't even say it right, and all of a sudden he'd look out the window, yeah, that's the dual exhaust, and you know, I knew what it had in it and how it worked out, because I could hear it. So that passion kind of grew into me drawing them and memorizing every crease and nut and bolt and every part of a rim or tire, and you know, it kind of got me engaged in learning the science behind, you know, engineering, industrial design. I started out younger, just traveling around the United States, down, you know, South Florida, Chicago, or Minnesota, and doing things for stores and clubs. Specifically, like, you know, there's a strip of clubs that they have for young ones back in the day called TNT, and I got to travel around and just do the whole entire club in black light illustrations, and me and another artist would just go in, be our day's work, just bombing the whole entire club, and then move on to the next club, and we got paid real well for that. You know, I think graffiti is anyone's, like, impulse to want to leave a piece of themselves behind, and like, be it nature or buildings or something like that, when they might inscribe a little, I love somebody, I heart this. That's kind of how it all started, like carving off on the table. You know, it was like young ones, like almost kind of putting their identity into their surroundings, to somewhat with the thought it might even outlive them or not. I worked with Sprecher for a while. I developing their characters and names and their brand marketing for their soda. Harley Davidson being here in Milwaukee, and Miller. I have had opportunities to freelance with advertising agencies that did work with those companies. I guess the best artist I know is, you know, God. That's where we all get the little slivers of brilliance from. You know, and I think as each one tries to express that, they're going to come up with your own formula, and we should be allowed to learn to nurture that part of creativity versus being taught the specific formulas of diagramming a face or a maple tree or anything Let each human come up with their own little piece of God's creative juices,